What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ross the Boss coming at you with an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. We are now on part 37 of our Better Than Napoleon campaign. And, we finished our conquest of the Ottoman Empire here, gaining a lot of territory. We are going to want to go ahead and move our forces back. That way they will not have the exile flag, the black flag we see here. And of course they will be allowed to fully reinforce without taking attrition. Of course it will be much easier to go ahead and plan for any uprisings and rebellions, especially with the amount that we have right now. It is the 26th of July, 1651. We are going to go ahead and establish governments in our newly conquered lands. You know, we do have 105% overextension, so that is very scary, and we have 3.37% war exhaustion. If we click any of our new territories, you can see here that we have 5.28% overextension and an additional 3.3% war exhaustion. So we are going to go ahead and have this tick down. I am very nervous that we're going to have some uprisings on our hand and lose some of our precious manpower. You know what? Did I just give Ferrara a royal marriage? Dang it. Alright, well, I'm not going to break that. But, I really wish I was paying attention, unfortunately. I am going to repay one of my loans. And it looks like I have 0 loans. Let's cut back a little bit on our maintenance. We certainly don't need to be paying that much. And a lot of our territories are going to be, of course, starting to get some uprisings. Our next conquest will be most likely Friesland or Burgundy. We will fabricate a claim. We already have one on Holland, moving into Utrecht. What I would really love is to, well, first off, I would love to have all of the English Isles here. Looks like Switzerland has insulted me. If we go to our trade map mode, you can see I would love to finish off the rest of the English Channel, but I understand this could be quite troublesome. And of course, I do want to get a lot of ships into the Lubeckian trade node. That way we could funnel more of their trade into our lands. Looks like the Commonwealth is still going strong against their Constantinople rival here of the Ottomans. We have now unlocked Killing Grounds. We are a little late finishing our war, but better late than never, I suppose. We are getting a swivel cannon. We have 230 ships. We are only allowed to have 216. So, of course, we are paying some extra ducats per month, which is fine. And we are closely watching these uprisings. It could be nice to get a theologian, and it is the same price, so we might as well try to somehow manage these uprisings. And while we're here, let's go ahead, start converting some of our provinces back to Protestantism. We have the ability to convert Lothian back to Protestant, so we will. Now, I see we have 20,000 units down here. If we go ahead and increase autonomy, there is only 9 development. I won't need to be worrying about, any uprisings here in Northern Africa. Certainly don't need this merchantman. We will be disbanding it. The rest of our galleys can somehow meet up. Let's have them all meet up in Sardinia. And we have another 25 trade ships. It says they're protecting trade, but it certainly doesn't look like it. It's probably because they're repairing. Unfortunately, we will be losing a variety of diplomatic points. Let's rename this fleet to Genoa. And we have our very first uprising, unfortunately. Okay. What we need to do is bring our army maintenance to the top. I highly, highly doubt we'll be able to reach in time, but we certainly could try. 27th of July. Ooh, making it there just in the niche of time. And unfortunately, I did lose a battle here up in the north. Let's move these 12,000 instead of. Dalmatia is uprising as well. Nothing we can't handle, especially with a general. Making quick work of the rest of these units. And of course, we will be going up to Carniole, or Carnioli. And we are going to be taking a -1 terrain penalty, but of course we will be prevailing. Very excited about that. Alright, well anyway, let's go ahead and start removing some of these forces and start bolstering up our Friesland front. What we need more than anything is tax. We'll move these units to Provence. I don't believe we need this castle here on Corfu. Might as well delete it and delete this one as well. I wouldn't mind having one on Kosovo, but I do believe it is a waste of money, and I will leave this one here for now. And all of my ships are repairing over time. Looks like we do have another war galleon. We will consolidate our fleets and have them move to the Baleares. And the rest of my fleet should be protecting the English trade node. Let's just verify. Yeah, I believe that is happening. Even though they're not moving, it says they're protecting trade. And the rest of these units could move on out of here as well. These 18,000 could move up to Calais. Let's finish fabricating our claims on Burgundy. We are going to need to have 60 spy network here. Ulm would like some military access. We will grant that. Looks like the Papal States are still at war with the Ottomans, and of course the Commonwealth is kicking butt and taking names, most likely going to be annexing all of Crimea here. And our troops have still not reached Calais. Not even sure where they're at right now. Here they are. Fabricating another claim on Friesland here. We'll fabricate on Gelre. Now their capital is a marsh province, but it does have 24 development. I would like to conquer that sooner rather than later. Burgundy is getting rather strong. We might need to end him early. But of course, if we go to our aggressive expansion map mode, the Ottomans absolutely hate us and we'll need to, you know, possibly bolster our forces here on the Ottoman front. We do have a very powerful navy, which of course we might want to leave in the Ionian Sea. And just for funsies, we'll move this very small fleet here into either the... well, let's leave them in the Barbary coast. It might be better to secure the Mediterranean, because obviously this is an inland sea compared to the Straits of Gibraltar. And that way we will be able to secure the Mediterranean from practically all sides. I have the ability to make more states. We will allow this to happen. I don't think I'm going to make Tunisia a state. Gaining 50 military power. And it looks like this is the only one, so we might as well make it a state as well. Making some additional cores. Very, very soon, we will have another fabricated claim. Looks like our last and final one. Let's move these 24,000 men to Provence, these 20,000 men up to Charleroi. And of course, if we have enough, we might as well make all of these territories into states. And part of me is wishing I did not make Tunisia. Let's see if we go to states and territories. Well, I would have liked these three to become a state, but we might have to go ahead and wait until this has been cored. But I believe I am maxed out for the time being. Okay, we have built our weapons manufactory in Bourbon. I believe it was right over here. Now they have an additional 2 base production, bringing us up to 8. Let's see if we can create any other factories. I will certainly be creating a naval equipment manufactory in Nantes. They already have 10 diplomatic production, or base production. We will go ahead and build a naval equipment manufactory as well. New national decisions. We could create an oligarchic administration. This, of course, would change our monarchy to an oligarchic republic. We have a very, very good leader here. I don't believe we're going to want to change anytime soon. You know, of course, when our leader dies, the very first republic leader we would get is a 411. Then we would get a 522. Well, I think we are going to skip this decision for the time being. We do have the ability to add certain policies. I could, of course, get 20% trade efficiency. I don't know if I want that, but having another merchant could be quite useful. And here we are. Creating South Germany into a brand new state. Getting all sorts of new cores, new governments, and of course more money as well. Let's go to our religious map mode. We have a lot of work to do here in the southern Greece and Yugoslavian territories. And looks like we could go ahead and declare on Burgundy here. Would Austria join? It looks like they would not. Bavaria, East Frisia. I'll be able to... Ooh. Alright, well, I'm certainly going to be declaring very, very soon. Let's move these units to Provence. The rest of these units could move up as well. I would love to outright annex some of Burgundy. You know, obviously taking Friesland could be nice as well. Austria would join, unfortunately. Let's see if we could get another diplomat. This will cost a lot of ducats, but fortunately for us, we are making a lot of money. Okay. 42,000 men are going to be protecting this front. That should be fine. And we are moving on up. Let's move these 22,000 men over, and of course move the rest of our units up as well. And we will finally declare war on Burgundy here. Milan, Thuringia, the Palatinate, none of these necessarily matter. We are going to go after this province here and declare war. Let's, of course, add our generals. And right now, it is almost tied. Obviously, we would win. We could call Brandenburg into the fray just in case. I could really care less. But really, I don't want to lose as much manpower. Okay, there could be a very quick battle here. These are hills. Don't believe I will be calling Spain in. And I don't see any amount of unrest, so let's go ahead and bring 22,000 men over as well. And we are going to be having a battle. Just in case, let's head over. I don't even think we need this forced march. And I believe I am still allied with the Commonwealth. What we absolutely need to do is improve relations. Get them up as much as we can. Looks like we should do the same with Spain. Really, I am quite scared. Well, I'm not necessarily scared, but the Ottomans do have a lot of aggressive expansion. With my conquests here within Burgundy and Milan, it could prove quite troublesome in the days to come. I don't know if I'll be able to outright vassalize Milan because it would be as if taking 8 provinces. I highly doubt that's even possible, but I wouldn't mind taking 1 or 2, especially, you know, or even 3. I guess I am getting a little ahead of myself. We have taken our very first province here, and of course we are going to be going into battle against Cologne. Not yet, though. We'll wait a few turns. Burgundy is dealing quite a bit of damage and, of course, soaking up some of the manpower we have graciously allowed Burgundy to take our place for. Our war goal is almost captured. Very soon we will be heading over to Cologne. We have a lot of excess diplomatic power. Not sure if I like having all this extra. And we certainly don't want to have it reach our limit. Our siege of Milan has been successful. Certainly don't need forced march. I don't know why that's even on. And let's fabricate our final territory on Friesland. We're calling our diplomat. Brandenburg should also be tapped out just in case. And we are still attempting to siege down some territories. The Palatinate wishes to surrender. And we are going to be sieging down the rest of this territory and intervening here in Cologne. Oh, he's trying to escape. It's not going to happen, though. I guess it is going to happen. Okay, so what I want to do is, hopefully, oh geez, we are going to have a major battle here, and we are most likely going to lose. Let's make our way down to Milan. Before I peace out anybody, I want to peace out Milan. We are going to lose this battle. We don't have a leader. We are going to retreat as soon as we can. 26th of August. Hopefully we don't get annihilated. Woo! They do have a very, very tough leader here. A 5-4-3. Let's meet up the rest of our units. Hopefully taking out Milan. I do believe we should be able to take out, with 80,000 units, we should be able to take out 30. But they do have a very, very tough general. We would lose almost on every single roll of the dice. But of course, we will be taking out Cleves. And the rest of Burgundy will fall any day now. Let's see if we can finally piece out the Palatinate somewhere. 45%. They are here. We will go ahead. War reparations. We can't enforce religion. And we are going to go ahead and take their money. For some extra prestige, unfortunately we aren't going to be able to do that just yet. So let's piece them out. And of course we are going to win this war. And we have a major battle here going over in Germany. It might be nice to take over East Frisia. And of course, who is this? We are at war with Cologne. It might be nice to help break them apart. They absolutely hate us. Possibly returning some territory, you know, to Munster. And 21% of our way towards ending this war with Milan, and then possibly we'll make our way to Bavaria. Is it even possible to outright vassalize all of Burgundy? It doesn't look like it. I would like to take a few territory from Milan. Obviously, I would like to take these three, but that could be very dangerous and poorly planned. I think it would make more sense to take just these two. Royal marriage with the Commonwealth. We will go ahead and change the board here back to Protestantism. A lot of uprisings once again, but we should be able to quell any unrest. Burgundy is doing a very, very good job, or I should say, not Burgundy, this is Brandenburg. They both start with B's. Unfortunately, we have reached our diplomatic threshold. Let's go to development here. Find some very, very poorly improved provinces. I would really like some more iron. We will go ahead, boost this quite a bit. Let's build you a workshop and go ahead and try to end our war with Milan. It looks like it has finally ended. 99%. Let's just see what would happen. Obviously, they want 184% war score. We don't have that. We will go ahead, take two of these provinces, take all their money, war reparations, and separate piece them out. Bring our units back. Of course, we do need to pay 128 administrative power to essentially create governments here, which will be fine. And let's take a look at Burgundy. I need 159 war score, so we will go ahead and take some of the provinces we want and need. What if I did something like this? I think that would be fine. I would have a lot of countries hate me, but what's new? I think this will be my goal here. I should be able to fight off all of these countries, especially, well, the Ottomans and Austria will be our biggest issue. But of course, we could be able to improve relations with Venice, or at least Bohemia, ensure that they don't go to war with us. Let's prevent Bohemia from joining. Any other major countries? Tunisia could be very dangerous as well. But there's really nothing we can do. Looks like they are at war with Russia and Cologne. I wonder if the Ottomans are at war with Russia. Ah. The Ottomans are getting absolutely sacked. Let's take over whatever we can in Cologne. It would be nice to force them to release some of their nations, but of course I don't know if we want to be wasting our diplomatic power. What type of land is this? It is woods. We will go ahead, equip one of our generals. And Istria here should give us a -1 terrain benefit. So of course the other team will have the penalty. Quickly taking out Bavaria. And this war is just about over. The nobility believe they are entitled to more land, and I believe so as well. After this war, we are going to go ahead and end this campaign. Or I should say, you know, this campaign for the French conquest of Burgundy. And how are we looking? We need a few more reasons to accept. Should be getting it any second now. We are going to bribe an advisor to take the blame. And every month that goes by, we are getting more and more reasons to improve our war score here. We had -2, now we have -7. Burgundy wishes to end. We certainly do not. Let's send our troops towards the battle here. I would love to take out Burgundy's troops. You know, but first of all, I would love to end rather than wasting all this manpower. And of course, we do have +1 reasons. Let's try to take as well. Let's end it now. Okay, and now we need to prepare for any possible coalitions. There certainly could be a lot of them. We have improved relations with the Commonwealth. Do we have any other allies that I had forgotten about? 4 out of 6. If Denmark wishes to give us an alliance, we would certainly do that. Unfortunately, they do not. Brandenburg likes us. We have improved relations. We have a lot of aggressive expansion. What about Persia? Persia likes us. They don't like the Ottomans. We will offer them an alliance. That way they'll be able to aid us on our next war. Unlawful territory once again. Let's establish our new governments. We do have 135% overextension. This, of course, is very dangerous. If you thought the last 100% was dangerous, this is even worse. We have excess diplomatic power and military power. We are in times of need. We need help managing our administration. We can either get manpower, administrative aid, or prestige. We will ask for administrative power. I don't know if they'll accept. They probably will not. Let's, of course, give some of our new conquered territory to the nobility, if it's even possible. And it doesn't look like it is. We were able to give a few provinces, but not a lot. And so far, so good. The nobility are still unloyal, but we have given them what they've asked for. Let's grant monopoly charters, ask for demand diplomatic contribution, and of course demand money as well. I would like to demand administrative power, but we won't be able to do that for 3 more years. How is, it looks like it is the same for military support. Now, of course, we do have a lot of money. We could improve our economy once again. Well, let's take a look at the development here of some of these provinces. I would like to go ahead and find... Let's go to our trade good map mode. Now, obviously, it could be very, very nice to improve Cagliari here, or Cagliari. And, you know, we could get more copper. Iron could be much, much nicer, of course. Cloth is 3.6. So obviously having more iron could be quite useful. 25, 17, 18. We are going to go ahead and improve our diplomatic reach here and our military power of some of these provinces. And what else could we purchase? We could get a cathedral, and it looks like we will, improving our tax modifiers. And we don't have any other iron stores. Well, of course, we do have this little province, but it is not ours just yet. How about up in England? Let's improve our diplomatic power here. And we are once again building another manufactory. And because we have the money, let's just go ahead. It might be nice to build another shipyard. But of course, let's just play it safe, get some additional production. We aren't going to get a lot, but, ooh, 0.022. Ooh, or 0.38 could be our best bet. And we do have some excess military power. Let's use that while we can. We want to get everything to about 20 development. Looks like we can't improve this at all. What about Picardy? I would love... Let's wait until our next turn. We would get this to 20. Here we are, unlocking a new building slot. Most likely going to be producing some sort of manufactory here, a plantation. Unfortunately, our grain is only worth 1.5 ducats every month. Our unrest continues to tick on. We are going to go ahead and end this episode here. As always, thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.